ওয়েলকাম ফ্রেন্ডস। তো এসএসসি জেই সিভিল পেপার ওয়ানের টেকনিক্যাল পার্ট সিভিল অ্যান্ড স্ট্রাকচারের জন্য কিছু প্র্যাকটিস সেটের কোশ্চেন আলোচনা করব। তো চলো প্র্যাকটিস সেটের কোশ্চেনগুলো আলোচনা করা যাক। এমসিকিউ টাইপ। কোশ্চেন নম্বর 101, সিমেন্ট উইল হ্যাভ হায়ার আলটিমেট স্ট্রেংথ, less generation of heat and less cracking if option B is the right answer. The amount of C3A is less. C3A মানে ট্রাইক্যালসিয়াম অ্যালুমিনেট যদি কম থাকে সিমেন্টের মধ্যে তাহলে আমরা হাই আলটিমেট স্ট্রেংথ পাবো এবং হিট অফ হাইড্রেশনটাও কম হবে এবং ক্র্যাকিং যেটা সেটাও কম হবে, বিকজ C3A is the compound that first reacts with water and causes flash setting and causes cracking and evolves more heat of hydration. So if the amount of C3A is less, the cement will have higher ultimate strength, less heat of hydration and less cracking. Option B is the right answer. Question number 102. The greyish color of Portland cement is due to the presence of iron oxide. Option D is the right answer. Question number 103. The initial setting time of a test block made with appropriate cement shall not be less than 30 minutes. Initial setting time 30 minutes or final setting time হচ্ছে 10 hours. Option B is the right answer for this question. Question number 104. In limit state approach, spacing of main reinforcement controls primarily cracking. Option C is the right answer. Question number 105. Shear span is defined as the zone where shear force is constant. Option A is the right answer. Question number 106. The slenderness limit for simply supported or continuous beam to ensure lateral stability is. Option A is the right answer. 250 into B square by D or 60B, whichever is lesser, where B is the breadth and D is the effective depth. And for cantilever beam, to ensure lateral stability, the value will be 100 B square by D or 25B,
whichever is less.
Question number 107. The code for wind load and earthquake load is. For wind load, the code is IS 875 part 3. Option C is the right answer. And for code for earthquake load is IS 1893 part 1. Option B is the right answer. Both answers C and B are right answer. Question number 108. The spacing of transverse reinforcement is. Option 1 least lateral dimension B or D. Option 2 16 times smallest dia used in longitudinal reinforcement. Right. Option 3 50 times diameter of transverse reinforcement. No. And option 4 200 mm. No. So option A is the right answer. 1 and 2 are correct. Least lateral dimension and 16 times smallest dia used in the longitudinal reinforcement, whichever is less. Question number 109. The reinforced concrete beam carved in plan is designed for bending moment, shear force, torsion. All of the above. Option D is the right answer. Question number 110. Which of the following is not a pre-tensioning losses? In pre-tensioning, steel wires are tensioned before concrete is placed and hardened, whereas in post-tensioning, steel wires are stretched out once the concrete is settled and hardened. The loss due to anchorage slip is not the losses in pre-tensioning. Question number 111. Column or strut is a compression member, the effective length of which exceeds 3 times least lateral dimension. Option A is the right answer. Question number 112. For a cantilever beam, the span to depth ratio for span up to 10 meter is 7. Option B is the right answer. And for simply supported and continuous beam, the span to depth ratio for span up to 10 meter is 20 for simply supported beam and 26 for continuous beam. Question number 113. The maximum allowable percentage of compression reinforcement of RC beam is 4%. Option C is the right answer. 4% of gross cross-sectional area. Question number 114. The design of a RC section as over-reinforced is undesirable because it fails suddenly. Option B is the right answer. Question number 115. A concrete is said to be of good workability if compaction factor is 0.95. Option C is the right answer. Question number 116. The value of creep of concrete decreases with time. Option B is the right answer. The increase in strain of concrete due to sustained loading is known as creep of concrete, and it decreases with time because its coefficient decreases with time. Question number 1 on 7. The minimum thickness of a flat slab shall be 125 mm. Option D is the right answer. Question number 1 on 8. Unequal top and bottom reinforcement in a RC section leads to shrinkage deflection. Option C is the right answer. Question number 1 on 9. In a venturimeter, cone angle of convergence side is always greater than divergence side. Option A is the right answer. Question number 120. In a pipe, when the valve is closed suddenly, then due to high pressure, both longitudinal and circumferential stresses will be produced. Option C is the right answer. Question number 121. The entrance length for a fully developed turbulent flow is 50 d. Option A is the right answer. The length over which the flow evolves to the fully developed state is known as entrance length. Question number 122. During the obstruction in a pipe, loss of energy takes place due to reduction in area or cross section at the point of obstruction. Option B is the right answer. Question number 123. A pipe of length more than double the diameter of the orifice fitted internally or externally to the orifice is called mouthpiece. Option C is the right answer. Notch is the opening provided in the side of a tank. And where is the obstruction? In a open stream over which flow takes place. And nozzle is a device designed to control direction of a fluid flow, increases velocity and decreases pressure. So option C is the right answer, mouthpiece. Question number 124. The distance between two consecutive rivets which is measured perpendicular to the direction of force is known as gauge distance. Option A is the right answer. If it is parallel to the direction of force, it will be known as pitch. Question number 125. The value of maximum effective slenderness ratio for a steel member carrying compressive loads resulting from dead loads and live loads is 180. Option B is the right answer. Question number 126. Minimum pitch of rivet shall not be less than 2.5 d. Option C is the right answer, where D is the nominal diameter of the rivet. Question number 127. Actual stresses in the throat area of fillet weld shall be less than or equal to permissible stresses FAW as given below. Option D is the right answer, FAW equal to 0.4 into Fy. Question number 128. The slenderness of bracing member shall not exceed 120. Option C is the right answer. Question number 129. Base failure occurs when soil below the toe is relatively weak and above the toe is relatively strong and slope angle is flatter. Option A is the right answer. Question number 130. The maximum pressure at the base of the foundation which can be applied without shear failure is known as ultimate bearing capacity. Option B is the right answer. Question number 132. Which of the following method of determining bearing capacity is not applicable only for soils? Option D is the right answer, Rankine's method. Question number 133. In plate load test to determine the bearing capacity, if the soil is sand, then bearing capacity of footing is directly proportional to the width of the footing. Option A is the right answer. Question number 134. Negative skin friction occurs when
Soil is very loose.
or the soil is recently filled around the pile. Negative skin friction is the downward drag and it will be caused due to lowering of groundwater table, and if the soil is recently filled and the surrounding soil settles more than the pile. Question number 135. Porosity is the volume of voids to the total volume of soil. Option C is the right answer. Question number 136. The relation between air content and degree of saturation is AC plus S equal to 1. Option A is the right answer. Question number 137. Which of the following method is not used for determination of water content? Torsion method. Option D is the right answer. Question number 138. The property of a soil due to which the loss in shear strength caused by remolding can be regained with the time is known as thixotrophy. Option A is the right answer. Sensitivity is the ratio of compressive strength of undisturbed clay and to the compressive strength of remolded clay, and activity is the ratio of plasticity index to the clay fraction finer than 2 micron. Question number 139. The void ratio of a soil is 0.59. Water content is given as 0.1 assuming G specific gravity equal to 2.76. The degree of saturation of the soil will be. We know the relation Wg equal to AC. So if we put the value, the S will be equal to Wg divided by E. So W equal to 0.1, G equal to 2.76 and E equal to 0.59. So if we calculate, the value will be 46.78. Option B is the right answer. Question number 140. The rate constant K of BOD equation increases with temperature up to 20 degrees Celsius and then decreases. So option D is the right answer. Question number 141. According to Stokes' law for settling velocity of small particles and viscous flow is ds equal to g by 18 into g minus 1 into d square by
mu.
where g is the acceleration due to gravity and capital G is the specific gravity of the particle and small d is the diameter of the particle.
And mu is the kinematic viscosity. Option B is the right answer.
Question number 142. Trickling filter is based on aerobic attached growth process. Option C is the right answer. Question number 143. The radius of friction circle is equal to r sin phi. Option A is the right answer. The stability of finite slope is determined by friction circle method. Question number 144. The ratio of design discharge to the surface area of a sedimentation is called surface loading, overflow rate, overflow velocity. Option D is the right answer, all of the above. Question number 145. The horizontal angle between the true meridian and magnetic meridian at a place is known as declination. Option A is the right answer. Question number 146. For locating an inaccessible point, which of the following method is used? Intersection. Option B is the right answer. Question number 147. Bowditch's rule is applied to a closed traverse. Option B is the right answer. Question number 148. Closed contours with higher value outward will represent depression. Option B is the right answer. Question number 149. The curvature correction in a differential leveling is always subtractive. Option A is the right answer. Question number 150. The shape of vertical curve generally provided is parabolic. Option B is the right answer. Question number 151. Type 1 settling in a sedimentation tank is due to the settling of discrete particles in dilute suspension. Option A is the right answer. Question number 152. Ozonation in water treatment is done for which of the process? Disinfection. Option D is the right answer. Question number 153. Zero hardness of water is achieved by ion exchange method. Option C is the right answer. Question number 154. Dissolved oxygen in water can be determined by Winkler method. Option A is the right answer. Question number 155. Turbidity is measured on standard silica scale. Option A is the right answer. Question number 156. If L is the length of the vehicle in meters, C is the clear distance between two consecutive vehicles, that is stopping side distance, and V is the speed of the vehicles in kilometer per hour. The maximum number of vehicle per hour, that is capital N, will be equal to 1000 into V by L plus C. Option A is the right answer. Question number 157. In ideal pavement is the ideal pavement is constructed with Portland cement concrete. Option C is the right answer. Question number 158. Along the horizontal curves, if centrifugal force exceeds lateral friction, the vehicle may skid. Option A is the right answer. Question number 159. The weaving length of a roadway is the distance between the channelizing island, and that is twice the width of narrowest radial load. Option A is the right answer. Question number 160. The maximum number of passenger cars that can pass a given point a roadway during 1 hour under the most ideal roadway and traffic condition is called basic capacity. Option B is the right answer. Question number 161. If n is the algebraic difference of grades, S is the headlight beam distance in meters, the length of a valley curve is. Option B is the right answer. N square divided by 6. Question number 162. Stopping distance is the minimum distance within which a vehicle moving with design speed stops after reacting to the presence of the obstacles. Option C is the right answer. Question number 163. If a column is fixed at one end and free at the other end, then the value of the Euler's buckling load is given by. We know the effective length for this condition will be 2 into original length, double the original length. So the buckling load we know pi square ei by L square. So equation will be 0.25 pi square ei by L square. Question number 164. The moment required to rotate the near end of a prismatic beam through unit angle without transition, where the far end being fixed, is given by 4 ei by L. If the far end being hinged It would have been 3 EI by L. So option D is the right answer for this question, where EI is the flexural rigidity and L is the span of the beam. Question number 165. The stiffness of the prop cantilever is equal to the 4 EI by L. Option C is the right answer. Question number 166. A simply supported beam of span L carries uniformly distributed load W per unit length over the whole span. The flexural rigidity of the beam is EI. The maximum deflection of the beam is given by option D is the right answer, 5W L to the power 4 divided by 384 EI. Option D is the right answer. Question number 167. In brick masonry, stretches is stretcher, not stretches. Stretcher is the longer face of the brick and header is the shorter face of the brick. Option B is the right answer. Question number 168. Minimum crushing strength of the first class brick should not be less than 10.5 Newton per millimeter square. But here the near option is A. Option 10 Newton per millimeter square. Option A is the right answer. Question number 169. Cup is a defect in timber indicated by the curvature formed in the transverse direction of the timber. Option B is the right answer. Question number 170. The heating of limestone to the redness in contact with air is known as calcination. Option C is the right answer. Question number 171. The critical path is longest path time wise. Option B is the right answer. Question number 172. The process of incorporating changes and rescheduling or replanning is called updating. Option D is the right answer. Question number 173. Given that the base period is 100 days and the duty of the canal is 1000 hectares per cubic, the depth of water will be. We know the formula delta equal to 8.64 B by D, where V is the base period in days, capital D is the duty of water in hectares per cubic, and delta is the depth of water in meter. So if we put the value in the equation and calculate, the value will be equal to 86.4 centimeter. Option C is the right answer. Question number 174. A rain hyatograph is curve showing intensity of rainfall with time. Option A is the right answer. Question number 175. Which of the following is a rabi crop? Wheat. Option A is the right answer. Wheat is a rabi crop. Question number 176. The unit hydrograph is based on the assumption of time invariance and linear response. Option C is the right answer. Question number 177. For checking the consistency of record of a rain gauge station, the method used is double mass curve method. Option B is the right answer. Question number 178. Transpiration is a process by which plant dissipates water vapor into the atmosphere. Option D is the right answer. Question number 179. Thiessen polygons is used for determination of precipitation. Option C is the right answer. Question number 180. Lysimeter is used to measure evapotranspiration. Option C is the right answer. Question number 181. Lacy's regime width for alluvial river is W equal to 4.75 root over Q, where Q is the discharge of the river. Question number 182. A super passage is when the canal is below the drainage. Option B is the right answer. Question number 183. The structure built at the head of the water course so as to connect it with a minor or distributary channel is known as canal module. Option A is the right answer. Question number 184. The maximum strain in concrete at the outermost compression fiber in bending is taken as 0.0035. Option A is the right answer. Question number 185. The design compressive stress in concrete may be taken as 0.45 FCK. Option B is the right answer. 0.67 FCK divided by 1.5 factor of safety. So it will be 0.45 FCK. Option B is the right answer. Question number 186. The ratio for unconfined compressive strength of an undisturbed sample of soil to that of a remolded sample at the same water content is known as sensitivity of clay. Option D is the right answer. Question number 187. Which of the following is not a cause of waterlogging? Over and intensive irrigation, seepage of water from adjoining highlands, seepage of water through canals. No. Pervious obstruction is the right answer. Option D is the right answer. Pervious obstruction. Question number 188. The shear resistance in a RCC member increases with increase in the grade of concrete. Option A is the right answer. Question number 189. The volume batching of concrete boxes of size 300 mm into 300 mm into 380 mm are used. Option B is the right answer. Question number 190. A point in a compressible flow where the velocity of fluid is 0 is called stagnation point. Option C is the right answer. Question number 191. The water cement ratio is generally kept as 0.35 to 0.45. So average it will be equal to option C 0.4. Question number 192. The presence of sulfates in cement causes expansive properties, disintegration of concrete, low heat evolution. No. Option A and B both are right. Option D is the right answer. Both A and B. Question number 193. In fine grained soils, if water is present inside the soil, then permeability of the soil decreased. Option B is the right answer. If the soil is saturated, so the water absorbing capacity will be reduced, so permeability of the soil will be decreased. Option B is the right answer for this question. Question number 194. At phreatic line the gauge pressure is 0. Option C is the right answer. Question number 195. Method preferred for calculation of liquid limit of non-plastic soil is cone penetration method. Option B is the right answer. Question number 196. Soil in dispersed structure have high compressibility but low permeability and low shear strength, and the soil in dispersed structure have face-to-face or parallel orientation. Question number 197. Average flow parallel to the plane of stratification is governed by most permeable layer. Option A is the right answer. Question number 198. Clay mineral present in bentonite clay is montmorillonite. Option A is the right answer. Question number 199. Curve showing excess hydrostatic pressure is known as isochrones. Isohyds, you know, the line joining the points of equal precipitation, and isocline, the line joining the equal gradient, and the isomers are molecules that have the same molecular formula but have a different arrangement of atoms in space. Question number 200. On unloading the normally consolidated soil, the value of void ratio increases. Option B is the right answer, because on unloading the soil becomes swelling type, so the void ratio will increase. Option B is the right answer.